friends, it's Bella and welcome to my little corner of YouTube land that I call Beauty and Beyond. A big welcome to you. Now, most of you know that I'm on a weight loss journey. I've done okay, I'm getting there, and I don't want to say too much about it, but it's an ongoing battle, and I had about well over 3 stone to lose, and I've done over a stone so far, so I'm getting there. But it's difficult to know what. I don't want to spend money on new clothes, definitely not. But you still want to kind of look as nice as you can, don't you? Of course you do. That's just being women, isn't it? And I think a lot of that comes from the neckline we wear. I think whether we're in the correct weight or however we are, I think a lot of it is due to the neckline, and I think we can change the way our bodies look and the way our overall appearance looks by our neckline. Now I'm fairly full busted. That can be a problem in itself because I am, whether I'm, whatever weight I am, even when I'm at my goal weight, I'm still fairly full busted. So it's knowing the neckline that suits that. There's some things you can. I'm also very short. I'm also very little. I'm just over 5 foot tall. So it's knowing how to balance that and how much your neckline balances your whole outfit, really. This is for me. Now, I've got to say first of all, I am not a fashion guru. I am completely jeans and sweats t-shirt girl. But this is just the ideas. I'm more talking about body shape, really, than I'm talking about the fashion. I'm talking about the cut that I think, being small and full-busted, how I feel that I look better and how I feel more comfortable. So if we start with the jumper that I've got on now. Now this is just a very plain, very loose. It's not so loose. I think a lot of us make the mistake of wearing really baggy clothes when we've got weight on. In fact, it can actually make you look worse. But you've got to know where something can fit and where it can't, particularly, as I said, with the sort of figure that I've got. Now, normally I'm a lot slimmer than this, but this part of my body hasn't changed. This doesn't change at all. So what suits me from here up, from what you can see, is all, the same. It's almost the same. So this is a V-neck. Now, I personally find V-necks and lines that show my décolleté are better for me than a block colour. A block colour, I find right up to here, It's not the most flattering on me. I'm going to show you a couple of blush pink jumpers. One, you'll see the difference in the necklines and the fitting of the jumper. So I'll be right back, I'll do that. Okay, so the first one is long sleeves, obviously. It's ribbed, quite a heavy rib. It feels quite a chunky jumper, but it's right up to my neck. Now, if I step back, you can see that this does absolutely nothing for my figure at all. This not being shown, and the cut of the jumper and the looseness of the jumper and how it fits is doing nothing whatsoever. Let's try another blush pink. Okay, so we've got another one. And can you see the difference? Although I've got the weight to lose, can you see the difference in the neckline? See the difference in my face? And although, as I said, I've still got the weight to lose, but you can still do the very most of what you've got. Whatever weight you're at, now, however journey you're on. But can you see the difference in my face? And the whole fit of the jumper and the material of the jumper, as opposed to something that's really high. Another thing people say, no stripes. Let's try stripes. Okay, so we've got a striped jumper. Now, I'm not showing my décolleté. It's around the neck. They're not my most comfortable necks, but I sort of wanted to give you variation. But because the stripes are not uniformed, they're quite wide apart. It's quite fitted, but not, it's still got looseness to it. It's still, you know, not completely shapeless. But that's okay. It's not my most comfortable look, but I wear this with jeans, that's okay. I'm obviously be happy when I'm down a couple of sizes, but still, got to live with how I am today. I still want to look okay as I am today. So, not my most comfortable look, not my most flattering look, but stripes, you can get away with stripes if you put them in the right sort of place. I'd still prefer this neck if it was V though. Okay, so we've got another stripe, but it's a bolder stripe. It's more blocks of colour really. It's not as high neck, so you're seeing a little bit of décolleté. It's not as high neck, it's quite chunky. It's very much a jean type jumper. And the colours are more block like this. Now, it would be a lot more flattering if this was one colour. In this particular jumper, it would be a lot more flattering if it was one colour. It's okay, it would get 50% of my vote, but it's not my favourite jumper by far. So, how about patterns? I don't like very big, bold patterns. They don't like me. Whatever my weight is at the time, or, you know, my appearance is at the time, I'm still just only 5 foot, as I said. So it takes a lot up on me. It emphasises that. So I'm better really with a smaller pattern. This type of pattern is fine. Now this is a higher neck again, but it's a smaller pattern. And I'm quite comfortable in this around the house. It's quite fitted, but I'm comfortable around the house in this because it's so soft. It's not so much, you know, if you've got the central heater and you don't always want a chunky jumper indoors, do you? So this is kind of an everyday jumper that I would wear with just jeans or dark leggings. I never wear leggings and a shorter top. I always cover my derriere, always. But I've got black platzo pants on today, but it's okay. You've got to watch where it stretches as well. This is something us girls with the fuller figures have got to watch, where it stretches, because the pattern will just stretch out and that doesn't look good at all. Okay, so now I've got a similar sort of jumper to the pattern one I had on before, but this is perfectly plain. So it just goes perfectly plain. Can you see how much better it is because it's plain? But I want something here. I still prefer, I don't like all this bare here. This is the part of it that I don't like. I don't like all this area. And I think it is because I'm full of busted. So what I try to do, excuse me going off camera, is if I wear something like that, to get that kind of V look, I will wear like a gilet over the top. So you can see that will give me the V. That gives me the shape there, although it's not actually showing my décolleté. It's still giving me the shape there, which is a lot more flattering for my kind of shape than just having that part all bare. That's for me, that's just how I feel. Now I want to show you the very worst style that I think is on me. So I've said I don't like too high necks. I don't like very highly patterned things. I prefer them a bit longer. And certain materials are not flattering at all. So I'm going to put a jumper now that I never wear, that I don't know why I keep. But I will show you what I mean by a jumper that I think doesn't suit me at all. My worst personal style. So I want to share with you now last 2 things. And it's what I feel the most uncomfortable in and what I feel the most comfortable in. as far as necklines, because it's really about necklines and patterns that go with necklines and so forth for me. But this is a bold print, which I said to you, I'm not keen on bold prints. It's a very heavy snakeskin print. It's in sort of greens and moss greens and browns. It's very fitted. So if I go back and show you, that to me is the worst jumper, the worst style that I could possibly wear. It makes me look bigger than I am. It emphasises all the wrong parts of me. It covers up all the better parts of me. So for me, this is a no-no. It's the worst jumper I could possibly wear. I'll show you the best. Okay, so for everything that last jumper had going wrong with the pattern and the kind of neckline it was and the fit of it and the boldness of it, but sorry, I keep putting jumpers on my hair. This is the opposite. So this is not a low neck, it's not a scoop neck, it's a cow neck. A cow neck has always been, for jumpers, the best on me, because it's got everything going. It fills that plain part here with the neckline. It shows enough here so that you're not right up to your neck. And it comes down low enough so that it doesn't emphasise your bust too much. And it's one colour, so it just sort of all blends in. I really like this jumper. I've got this in quite a few colours and I'm very comfortable in it. It's the type of thing I like to wear. I like the feel of it. It's very soft wool, and I really like it. So I hope you sort of got something out of the things that I feel today. As I said, it's been really, really hard for me to make this video. I know that's probably think I'm crazy, but it has been really hard because I just like to look my best, and I know I don't. And it was uncomfortable, not uncomfortable, but it was hard for me to make the video. But as I said, I was thinking, so many of you might feel the same. So many of you might say, oh, I've got a wedding to go to, I don't want to go, no, I don't want to go, I want to lose a bit of weight before I go, no, I don't. You know, you might have those feelings too. And I thought, well, maybe if I come out from, you know, hiding behind the camera and showing you that, you know, I've got all these faults and I'm fighting all these things and I don't look great at the moment, and I just thought maybe it would help, we could help each other. But honestly, it's been so hard to make. This is probably the hardest video I've made for ages, just because, you know, I'm not comfortable with all of me in front of the camera at the moment. But hey ho, I've done it, and now I've got to edit it and see if I'm bold enough to actually put it live. So I hope you know where I'm coming from. I hope you, as I said, it wasn't tips, because there's lovely fashion ladies on here to share things about how to put clothes together. This was just really personal on how I feel comfortable and the things that I don't like and I like, and, you know, help me feel a little bit more confident in myself at the moment, or do the opposite effect. So I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. If you've come this far, you're a diamond. Okay, so I will see you next time. If you like my channel, as I say, please subscribe. It would help me a great deal. But as always, only if you like my videos. And give me a thumbs up. It helps me. It helps my channel a lot. I will see you again in my next video, which will be really soon. Take great care of yourselves. Bye now.